Hey, this is Danny, the Butterfly Queen, and I watch the shows so that you don't have to. And we're going to talk about it in 15 minutes. And we always been, The Circle. If you like this kind of content, you can meet me down in the comments. You comment, I comment back, share, recap. Keep coming back and watching and seeing what else we got to talk about. Today we're doing The Circle. And we're on episode 9, Naughty or Nice. And we pick right up where we left off at, on the cliffhanger. We did find out that Kyle and Paul were ride or dies. But, they had to, the whole conundrum where they had to figure out whether or not they were going to sacrifice themselves to save the other one. And me personally, I just knew Paul was going to be like, bro, if I got to go home, you got to go home too. It was going to hurt my heart to see them both leave. But something happened I did not expect. Really, Caress kicked up. Let's be honest. That was not Paul, her Paul persona. That was Caress. And she sacrificed herself so that Paul could stay. And they actually let Paul and Caress meet. It was such a vibe. You could see the awkwardness that Kyle was really... he was really surprised about the fact that she was a female. But he was just like, you still my boy, you still Paul, you always be Paul, right? Because he was like completely awkward, weirded out by the fact that she was a whole 40-year-old woman. But he immediately was like, I got a family to live for, I got a new wife, Deucey, I got a life. So I'm so happy that you sacrificed yourself so I can do what I need to do. It was amazing. Of course, spilled all the tea about Lauren, told her everything, and she left, and it was cool. Got up the next day. Everybody's waiting to see, okay, who was about to die. That Paul left. Because they told him the night before that Paul was going to sacrifice himself and that he had left. But they did not say who was his ride or die. So, the next morning they're up and they're waiting, of course, to see the video that Paul left. It was Caress. She told him goodbye. She let him know, listen, yo, watch your back. Check your shorty. We had a big shed session, and I told the tea on a bunch of y'all, but they did not tell who the ride or die is. So that's gonna be interesting to see how far that's gonna go down in the line. But they still got the ride or die couples going. Okay, so she kicked a 8-bar that had them all screaming, "Oh, she's so amazing!" Lauren got on my nerves because she said about how amazing Paul or Caress raps, but you were the first one to say, oh, there had to be AI because there's no way she raps that good. Dumb. Okay, now the first series of things that was aggravating me was Autumn. Next, Olivia. Then Big J, Little J, Get Out of Here J. All of them just being really aggravating, whining and complaining about the game. Well, why did you all why did you all dogpile on me? Well, why did you say something bad about somebody else? But why was everybody just saying bad things about me? Honey, just put it out there. Girl, it was strategy. QT was like, well, it was a strategic game. Don't take it personal. Blocking people never gets easier. Playing these games never gets easier. But it's not personal. Like, I don't have a problem with you, but I had to rate you lower. I had to talk bad about you, put you down some, so that I can keep my ride or die safe. Like, it's real simple. Maybe you didn't understand the rules of the game. Honey, just got on my nerves. Jay want to play this offensive feeling like role of fat people being having this low self-esteem and feeling bad for themselves, and I'm just so confused, and I don't know what's going on, and I'm just hungry and I want my mom. Oh my gosh, would you just shut up? He gets my nerves. Go home. For some reason he think that's going to get him far in the game. No, it's not. It's going to make them pity you because you're not confident who you are on the game. And let's not say the fat people don't fare well, because Frank won a whole season the other season. But baby, you didn't catch Frank whining, complaining, fussing about nothing. Frank was the man. He was him. Himothy, okay. But yeah, so they're all complaining and whining and being a pain in my butt about the game. I honestly think one of the prerequisites for being on The Circle, you have to prove that you've seen more than 2 seasons of The Circle. Autumn is really blowing me right now. Like she done got off of the group chat with everybody, and then went in private chat Lauren again to make Lauren, and the whole group chat, everybody who said anything ever about Autumn ever in their life was apologizing. I am so sorry, girl. You know you are my girl. I am so sorry. And she on there. Well, I understand that you're sorry, but I just don't understand why you throwing dirt on my name. Like, do you know any other seasons of the year? Autumn. Oh my gosh, she's getting on my nerves. So now she's making Lauren explain. And the thing is, she's absolutely right. Like, it made absolutely no sense for Lauren to throw dirt on Autumn. No, it didn't. But my thing is, you just because they're your ride or die doesn't mean you can trust them. I mean, point blank, period. So get over the. Oh my gosh, like, this is gonna blow me. Like, I'm gonna even get on past this ride or die thing, or get Autumn out of there, because she is making Cowboy Carter rub me wrong. Like, seriously. Okay, so next we have Miles and Jay. They private chat. For some reason, Jay is still plotting on Miles' demise. Miles, he didn't understand that nonetheless. And next we have a private chat with QT and Leo. I'm kind of feeling their connection and their little alliance that they actually solidified tonight. QT is running she is doing her goddamn thing on the circle. She said it's a good day to be QT on the circle. Like, literally, she is running it. Like, a QT is really setting herself up for the win, because she's got some alliances that has her back. She knows how to talk. She knows how to apologize when she needs to. She knows how to attack when she needs to. QT is really setting herself up to win this season of the circle. Next, we have a game. It's called Naughty and Nice. And it's simple. They get to post 2 photos from their private albums.
Their nicest one and their naughtiest
one. They're playing the game, Naughty or Nice, where they get to post 2 pictures. One their naughtiest picture and one their nicest picture. This should be interesting. And in this game, they have to pick their naughtiest and the nicest player. The games are really pretty par for the course. I mean, QT could have picked something a whole lot more revealing and naughty. I think with a little more effort, she could have done a little bit more. Of course, Lauren was half naked in her bikini picture, and it still didn't really, I mean, it still looked like Lauren. And then on the other one, she was the gamer picture with the long hair and the ponytails, and she looked like a dork all over again. Autumn was on a cow. And Miles took the best pictures out of both, but he's such a jerk. It's really hard to pick at him. And once again, Jay, being his regular offensive self, a fat guy hiding behind a plant. Okay, so the winner of the naughtiest and the nicest photos were Olivia with the nicest player. And of course, with the half-naked bikini picture, Lauren was picked the naughtiest player. While she was sitting there whining about the fact that I think my bikini picture is going to overshadow my nice picture. Like you didn't think about that before you posted the bikini picture. Oh, okay. Okay, so they're wasting a little time, going on about their day. And then Kyle decides, first of all, he had to pull out his picture and apologize to his wife, because he was like, he finna get his Mac on. I immediately knew it was time to go, because he was finna pull up Brandon, the gay fat white guy with the balding spot on top of his head, to flirt with. And that's exactly what he did after he apologized to his wife profusely. So cut over there to Brandon, played by Olivia. Well, Olivia, played by Brandon. He's sitting in a hot tub to my Kyle. What do you want to talk about? I'm sitting in the hot tub. I just opened my mouth a little bit. Like, I know when Kyle see this play, he gonna be like, I cannot believe I was flirting with a dude in a hot tub. But hey, they in Atlanta now. He might not have nothing to say. So they get to talking, and they, trying to solidify their bonds that they had on the other day when she apologized to him for bringing him up, talking about him in the chat. So that's actually working out, and that really would be a good alliance type for him, because it's so unsuspecting that she could really have his back in the backdrop where nobody would ever expect it. So it's really a good move if he can get it to work. And I mean, I'm telling you the truth. I had to turn away because, honey, that flirting, they was on the most, sending pictures of each other and everything. Michelle Buteau was like, we got to change the water in the hot tub. Yeah, Michelle, you is. Okay, so all I'm getting ready for bed. They putting their bonnets on. You know it's time out. When the girls are putting on the bonnets, it's time to go to bed. As soon as they get to bed, lay down, it's another alert. They forgot to rate. So now they got to rate each other this late at night when everybody half asleep in their bonnets. And here is where the ride or dies come in again, because when you, like if you become the influencer, your ride or die becomes a super influencer with you. So it's really going to amp everything up, because now they got a super influencer. No telling what the power the super influencer is going to have when the influencer already has an option with, who to block from the circle. So this is finna get real interesting to see how I'm actually interested in to see how they play this off, how they gonna work this up with this influencer thing. I was actually thinking to myself, what was the problem between Miles and Jay? But then when QT showed her naughty picture, which was her sitting on the floor with a cute bun and some Timbs, and all the men was like, dang. I remember Jay was like, she is so fine. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. That was his whole problem with Miles. He wanted QT and Kyle on his side. So I guess we'll see how that's going to play off, because there ain't a whole lot of episodes next. So, I guess we'll keep watching and we'll see. Listen, like, share, comment, hop down in the comments and let's talk about the show. And come on back. We'll go on to episode 2. 10.